y'all. It is Sissy Lynn from the Buttonwillow Civil War Theater in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And I want to welcome you to a brand new series that we call Sumptuous Sunday. My Uncle Stevie Joe and Aunt Addie Mae is coming over for supper. So I thought it'd be a real good opportunity to whip up a batch of his favorite biscuits. Buttonwillow Buttermilk Pan Biscuits from right here in the 1864 recipe book. They're so simple to make, so why don't y'all come along this journey with me? Let's get started. First, we're going to take our flour, put that right in our bowl. In here, I've got salt, baking soda, and baking powder. Add that to our flour. Give that a little stir to incorporate all of our dry ingredients. The next thing that we're going to add is our shortening. You're just going to pour this right on in. Tip to make extra fluffy biscuits is to mix your shortening in till it looks like coarse crumbs are sand. So I'm going to do that right here with my fingers. Once all your shortening is incorporated and you've got that nice crummy texture, the next thing you're going to add is going to be your liquid ingredients. This recipe only calls for buttermilk. I'll teach y'all a little secret. My grandma had taught me if you don't have any buttermilk on hand, take about a cup of regular milk, add a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and let it sit just for a few minutes, and you have made your very own buttermilk. Give that a good stir, get everything mixed up, and make your biscuit dough. If your mixture is just a little too dry, go on and add just a little more milk. Now if it's too wet, you add just a little bit more flour. Sometimes cooking ain't perfect. Once you've got it all mixed up and you've got your dough, you're going to go ahead and put that right on your work surface. Pat it out. You can make your biscuits as thick or as thin as you like them. We like them pretty thick around here. Ain't nothing wrong with a thick biscuit. You can use a biscuit cutter to cut them out, or you can even just use a glass. I'm going to put this in just a little bit of extra flour so it doesn't stick. I'll teach y'all another little trick. When cutting out biscuits, you don't want to twist your cutter. It closes up the edge of your biscuits and they don't rise as much. So you want to go straight down and straight up. We're going to put these into our cast iron Dutch oven. When you've cut out all the biscuits you can, go on and push your dough back together and then pat it out again. You don't want to do this too many times, it'll make your biscuits tough. But a time or two so you can use it all. Once you've got all your biscuits put into your cast iron, you're going to put the lid on there and set it right down in the coals of your fire and put a few hot coals on top, and that'll make sure they get a good even bake. Now if you don't cook on a fire, you go ahead and put them on a pan in an oven for 450 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes or until golden brown and delicious. And I'll be right back to show y'all what they look like. By the way, did y'all know the Pilgrims had biscuits at the very first Thanksgiving? They had a whole boatload of Mayflower. They had to use it up somehow. Okay, that joke was rather crummy, wasn't it? Well, we're back, and that didn't take long at all for those biscuits to get golden brown and delicious. It's hot. I'm going to split one open and try it with just a little bit of honey on it. Now our honey came from our friends at Strange Honey Farm in Del Rio, Tennessee. They have the best honey around. Now that I've got some honey drizzled on there, I think it's about time to give it a taste before Uncle Stevie Joe and Aunt Addie Mae get here. What do you think? Well, it sure is easy to see why exactly this recipe is Uncle Stevie Joe's favorite. And that honey is so good, I'm just going to sop it up with my biscuit. And that reminds me, did you know that that term of Southern endearment, sop you up with a biscuit, meant that you was just as good as that melted butter and honey? Even better, you're just as good as gravy with them biscuits. Now this recipe is on page 16 of our 1864 recipe book. You can pick one up right there at the Buttonwillow Civil War Theater in beautiful Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Or you can go online to civilwartheater.com and order yours to be shipped right to your house. All right now, Uncle Stevie Joe and Aunt Addie Mae should be here any minute. I gotta get this mess cleaned up and get supper started. So y'all take care until next time when we're gonna do shoe fly pie. Bye now.